Hi guys, Where's My Lips is back with another video. As promised, I have brought on my best friend today to share a testimony with you guys. This is following on my video that I released last week. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it. I just thought that my friend fits in perfectly for this, especially with the testimony that she's going to share with you guys. So I'm going to welcome on Rachel. Please give her some love.
Hi guys, I'm Rachel, Shayna's best friend. She invited me on here today to tell my testimony, which goes in line with her theme of being thankful for life. I'm a bit nervous, I've never been in front of a camera before, so if I sound a bit shaky, that's why. But that's weird actually, because I'm actually a really confident person, but this is actually weird. Have you ever spoken to a camera before? It's actually very weird. I don't even know who I'm even talking to. So I'm a lawyer by profession. So last year I was in Dubai for a few months training, because you have to train before you qualify to become a lawyer. So I was there for a few months. In Dubai there's this really long road called Sheikh Zayed Road, and it's like a massive motorway where, as you can imagine, there are a lot of cars going down at full speed, and it's like one of the longest roads that connects all the Emirates, I think. Don't quote me, Google that, maybe. So I was going out with a couple of friends, was in a taxi, and we were coming back from a night out actually, and we were just, you know, in the taxi, just vibes in, you know, chilling, whatever, chatting, and all of a sudden I felt a thud. And so for a while I couldn't really figure out what had happened. I was like, okay, there was a thud, but no one seemed to have noticed, or maybe I thought no one noticed. And so I've looked left, and all of a sudden I see sparks flying from the vehicle that we were in. From my recollection, the cars going by, the sparks, the floor, the shops, all looked like a 3D animated cartoon. I felt like I was in a movie. And so I faced forward now, and I've seen the driver doing this. So he's obviously trying his best to stabilize the vehicle. And so what had happened, our vehicle had come off this motorway and it had gone onto the grass area. And so the grass area is like this long strip which is underneath the metro line, which goes across, and there's like these massive poles which hold up the metro line. So as you can imagine, he's trying to avoid these poles, because these poles are massive, like they're massive. And if you smash into it, it's a complete write-off. So I remember sitting there, I was in the middle of the back of the vehicle, it was a full vehicle, and I was sitting there thinking, okay, this car has to stop. And it was weird because I wasn't scared. I was just confident that it was not my time and it's going to stop. So I remember us just going through, and it was just a very eerie feeling. And I was like, this car's gonna stop, it has to stop, because it's the only way I'm gonna get out of this car. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm laying on my front. And so I've realized now that the car had flipped upside down. So I said, is everyone okay? And my friend's like, yeah. So I said to my friend next to me, I was like, open the door. And he's like, the door won't open. Now in my mind I'm thinking, I'm getting out of this car because it's not going to blow up. Obviously I watch a lot of movies, and I was thinking this car's going to blow up, and I was like, it's not going to blow up on my watch. I was like, we're getting out of this door. So I remember I had my heels on, so I've picked up my foot to boot through the window, because I was thinking, by force by fire, I'm coming out of this car. And so as I picked up my foot to boot through the side window, one of my other friends was like, oh, the back window shield had smashed through. So he said, let's go out that way. So I was like, okay, cool. So he's gone out first, and then I've gone out after him. So now as soon as I got out of the car, I took off my heels and I sprinted through it. I went full speed down the grass area, because I wasn't trying to die. This nice guy came up to me, and so my lip was bleeding, so he was cleaning up my leg, and he said, do you know what happened? I said, no, you know, 1 minute, you know, I was going on my merry way, and next minute I'm upside down. And he said, well, the Jeep, which was on the lane next to you, had collided into your vehicle, which pushed your vehicle off, and you lot somersaulted and fell and landed upside down. And I was like, wow, look at God. I was not wearing a seatbelt, and honest to God, like, it's a very weird feeling, but honestly I was sitting up like this 1 minute, and next you know I just rolled over And it was so calm and collected. And like the only reason why I had the scars on my legs is because of the glass had obviously scratched my legs as I was crawling through the black window. I said, Lord, you know, you're good. And I had a lot of adrenaline go through my, you know, through my body. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna call my best friend. I'm calling my best friends. I've called Tashayna. I'm Tashayna. Do you know what happened to Tashayna? So anyways, after I come off the phone from Tashayna, I've walked back to my friends and we decided to walk the rest of the journey home. It was about half an hour walk, but we was like, we're doing this. And so we walked back to one of my friend's house and we all stayed there for the night. It was a bit of a like, was, you know, we're all talking like, did that just happen? But it actually did just happen, and we all came out fine. Like, one of my friends had a scar in his arm, I had a scar on my leg, and everyone else was fine apart from a bit of whiplash. So I remember trying to sleep that night and I couldn't sleep. I was just literally going over all the different ways that I could have been written off that night. As I said, we was on a motorway, and I thank God that we were on the end lane, because had we been on the middle lane, it could have been a situation where the Jeep had hit us and we had now gone across the other lanes and been, you know, by all the other cars. That would have been right off number one. We had literally just missed the metro station when we came off the road, and if we had come off slightly, I mean even like 3 seconds earlier, we would have smashed right into that wall, right off number 2. There were these massive poles. Thank God the driver, I don't know how he did it, but he avoided these poles. If we had hit this pole, honestly, I would have flew through that window right off number 3. And one of my friends at the front, he was saying that basically we had literally just gone through, you know them poles which hold up billboards? We had literally just gone through it like this, and he said how, like, our vehicle was like this wide and the poles were like this wide, so literally just got through, and that's only by the grace of God. Honestly, that night I was sleeping and I was convinced the Grim Reaper was coming back for me. Honestly, I thought he was coming to get me, because it was such a very, I guess, supernatural experience. I thought, this Grim Reaper is coming back for me. And so I kept waking up looking for him to come through so I can fight him, because I'm not trying to die. And so a couple months later, I've come back to London, and I'm working here. And then it came to New Year's Eve. I know that's the time when you reflect on your year, and you know, you reflect on what you're grateful for and what you're going to do in the following year. And I sat there and I thought, Lord, this year has been a great year. You saved me from something that is beyond imaginable. Honestly, like, how the car flipped till this day, I don't know, because I don't understand how we're driving on the grass 1 minute, next minute we're somersaulting. How do we pick up that much energy to flip off the floor and fall? And I felt like God said, do you know what, this car needs to flip, because if you don't flip, you're gonna hit one of these poles or hit something else, you know. So that happened. I thank God that he did flip that car, and when he flipped it, it's like, don't worry, I'm keeping my children safe. Upside down, boom, out the back window, gone. And so I thought, you know what, Lord, I'm so thankful for what you've done for me. I thank you for saving me. Lord, what you want me to do, tell me. And I'm literally gonna be the best Rachel that I can be. I'm gonna work harder than I ever worked before. I'm just happy that I'm able to tell this story, because obviously it's a way for me to show my gratitude to God and say, Lord, as much as I don't want to talk about it, as much as I don't think, not saying it's necessary, but like I'm the kind of person like, yeah, whatever, I told my main people, I don't need to speak out about it, but I feel like this is the way that I can magnify the Lord. And I'm like, here you go, Lord, this is you. I want people to know what you have done for me and what he can do for others. So yes, I am so grateful, and literally gonna enter this year with fire.
Thank you, Rachel, for coming on. You know, yeah, just listening to that again, it actually makes me feel like I want to cry. Because honestly, when she called me, guys, I'm not joking, my first reaction, and we will laugh about it now, but my first reaction was, she won money. Because the adrenaline that was in her body, she was like, Tashayna, God is good. So I'm thinking, yes, Lord, you're wonderful. We hit the jackpot. For her to tell me now that she was in a crash and that it went upside down, honestly, guys, I'm talking to you guys now and I'm really trying to hold back some tears, because I could have really lost my best friend that day. And her, not only me, but her family could have lost her. It's just a blessing. And the reason why I want to bring her on, following my video last week about being thankful, is because this is what I mean. You could lose your life just like that, You're chasing money and you're chasing girls, and you're chasing name brands, and you're chasing where you're not now. If it's not your time, it's not your time. I'm not going to go too much into it because, as I said, please refer back to my video last week. However, this is exactly my point. Anything can happen. It can happen to any one of us. You see, if she's fit, she's well. So guys, honestly, be thankful for life. I'm so grateful that God kept my best friend. Everything will turn out for the good and for the better. So keep your head up. Thank you again, guys, for watching my videos. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Love you.
It's a blessing to see people with their heads up to the sky still. 'Cause honestly, for the sake